Alright, what's going on, y'all? Inside the Grandma here.
Trying to stay light on my toes. Just ran a light in the rose. Told me I'm looking exhausted. You hit it right on the nose. I'm tired of all of these niggas. I'm tired of all of these hoes.
And today, what I'm going to be doing is telling you guys some tips about freshman year of college and just some advice, man, on how to get through it. And I've been wanting to make a couple college videos before. I haven't really had a chance to really sit down and kind of like evaluate my freshman year, to be honest. But I actually, wrote some things down. This is the first time I'm prepared for an actual YouTube video, because normally I just get on here and talk. But so yeah, I actually have a couple of tips and just things that can help you guys get through your first year. So I'm gonna tell you guys a couple of things that I've learned from my freshman year, and hopefully, that'll help you and you'll be more prepared. So first of all, I'll go to Kennesaw State in Georgia. I put on the shirt just so y'all can see what's going on. But yeah, so I go to Kennesaw State. It is a PWI, predominantly white institution. And why I decided to go to Kennesaw is just because, honestly, they had a really good computer science program, and that's what I major in, computer science. And I'm thinking about switching it to actually information technology. So, but it's around like the same area, you know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty much gonna be switching over to that. But that's one of the main reasons that I wanted to go to Kennesaw, just because hold on, let me add some more. But so yeah, so I wanted to go just because they had a good computer science program, and also the campus was just beautiful. It's nice. They have two campuses, one in Kennesaw, one in Marietta, which is like Southern Polytech. They like combined or whatever to make that campus, and on Marietta is where all the computer science stuff is. Kennesaw is like where the main majors are, but I live on the Kennesaw campus. But anyways, man, let's get into these kind of tips and things like that. So the first thing that I have for you guys is making friends, and this is something that it can be kind of easy and kind of well, it's not really hard unless you make it hard. Me personally, I had one friend that I knew before getting to college that was going with me. We planned to go to Kennesaw, so I automatically knew I was gonna know at least one person that was going to college with me. And once I got there, I obviously seen a couple of other people that I've known from my high school and throughout my earlier school education years that I seen there, and so we kind of started hanging out as well. But as far as making new friends, honestly, I didn't really make any. Well, let me put it like this. I knew there were people that went to like I knew from high school that I didn't really talk to, but once I got to college, I started talking to them, and we actually became real good friends and all that good stuff. But as far as making new friends, like to people that I did not have a clue who they were until I got to college, honestly, I probably made like one or two that I can think of right now. So it's very important to kind of just learn, like get to know new people, man, experience new things that's outside of your comfort zone. And that's what I'm gonna try to focus on my sophomore year, is just to make a lot of new friends and just hang out with more people, interact with more people, do all that, and just get to know people, because the more people you know, the better, you know what I'm saying? Another big part of college is just knowing a lot of people, creating like groups of friends that have the same class as you, do all that good stuff. Because one thing that I noticed, which kind of ties into my other subject, which is studying. This kind of ties into that, because in high school, you may have had a couple of classes with your friends, and you can text your friend and be like, hey, did we have anything to do in so-and-so class? Or, obviously it's good to, write down what you have to do. Like once you get your syllabus for your classes, it's obviously good to have like a planner and like kind of write down everything that's you got to do throughout the school year. But me, I did not do that. So, it didn't really make anything stressful, you know what I'm saying? Cause I frequently check, my syllabus like pretty much every day. But it's always good to have it written down. But just in case you forget or something like that, it's always good to just have that friend that you can just text, call, whatever, be like, oh, did we have anything to do in this class or that class? And also it's good because if you have the same class with one of your friends or, you know, a group of friends, you can just study together, collaborate, you know, just, you know, bounce, like, I don't know, just study together, because in high school, that's one of the biggest changes I noticed. Like, because in high school, I used to did not really care at all. I just be like, oh, did we have anything to do like in this class? And then we'll do it real quick and turn it in or whatever. So in college, I didn't really get to know any friends. Like my first semester, I didn't have classes with anybody that I knew, so I was basically on my own. So that really made me have to pay attention to what we're doing in every single class. I couldn't be like, oh, what we have to do in this class, that class. I didn't know anybody, so I was really just doing everything by myself, and I ended up still doing pretty good, you know what I'm saying? But it's always good to have, you know, a couple of friends that in each class to kind of help you, you know, just get through it easier. So my second semester, I actually ended up having a class with a couple of classes with one of my friends. And so, well, a couple of them, Jada and Jason, let me shout them out. But yeah, so we had a couple of classes together, so it makes it so much easier because you can just do assignments together, you know, and just bounce out, like study, do all that good stuff. So that is very important, you know, making friends, doing all that good stuff. So my second topic is really like studying, and all I have for this is kind of like, they say you have to study a lot in college, and this is kind of true, but it's kind of true, and but in high school they make it seem like it's, you know, overbearing. It's not really overbearing unless you're taking like a huge amount of classes with a lot of work, because in high school they try to make college seem like the professors don't care and you're gonna have so much work and all this and all that, and when really it's actually not really like that at all. You know, it may be some professors that you don't really care and just give you a lot of work, but for the most part, from my experience, all of my professors, they care. You know, some of them, even if they would, you know, mark up your grade, you know what I'm saying? Like the first couple of weeks, I had a professor, you know, tell us actually email us individually, telling us like if we were passing the class or not, you know what I'm saying? So some professors do care. You can always email your professor if you need anything. No, they're not gonna go out, like if you miss the assignment, they're not gonna email you and be like, oh, you missed this assignment, you need to turn it in. Yeah, they're not gonna do that. So that part was true. But as far as them to just not caring and be like, oh, you know, I was doing this day and I missed the assignment, is there any way that I can, you know, turn it in later? And for the most part, they will allow you to turn it in later. There could be a penalty, you know, they'll mark off 10 points or whatever that professor decides to do. But for the most part, they will let you turn in assignments late. So that was also something that I learned as well. But getting on to the important part that I was saying, studying is kind of very important, and just making sure you're on top of things, because literally I had a class where it was only 4 assignments in that, or not 4 assignments, but 4 exams in that class. And that was all the grades, you know what I'm saying? So when it's stuff like that, you absolutely have to make sure you study nonstop, you know what I'm saying? Because if you do really bad on one, it's gonna be really hard to keep up that A or B or whatever grade you're trying to get in that class. So it's not like high school where you have like a whole bunch of just, you know, BS assignments where you could just, you know, kind of brush it off, or you could do the assignments, like every single assignment, and when it comes to the test, if you do really bad, you know, doing all those assignments kind of offsets the one test that you did bad on. But in this, like in college, you may have some classes where it's only 4 tests, you know, and then you'll have a final exam at the end of the year. So you really have to be on top of things like that, and just be cognizant of, I hope that's how you pronounce that word. I hope I used that word right, because if I did, you know, that vocabulary going strong. But hey, you know, you just have to be aware of what that class asks for you, or asks of you, and just be sure to, you know, study and do all that good stuff. So next thing that I have is going towards, you know, roommates and like living space. So in Kennesaw, they have a couple of apartment areas where they kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. They use like a bus system that comes to those apartment places. So like one is called, you know, West 22, or well, I don't even want to say the names, but you know, they have they have apartment places where they have a bus system that comes through, and you know, they can pick you up from that apartment place and take you to campus. But I actually have my own car, so in college it's not really it's not needed to have a car, honestly, but it's very helpful, because just say you want to go like get groceries or hang out with your friends or do like that, it's good to have at least one friend with a car, you know. But for the most part, me and one of my other friends had a car. Well, actually a lot of my friends had cars, but yeah, so anyways, what was I even talking about? Apartment places. So yeah, living off campus, on campus is very different. For my freshman year, I would advise people to live on campus, just because, you know, you get that really college experience of living on campus, being able to just get up, walk around campus, get to your class, come back, you know, do all that. And I was supposed to live on campus really, but I just signed up for housing too late, so I was, you know, missed out on the rooms. So that's that's the only reason why I lived off campus my first year. But you know, I kind of wish I lived on campus just because everybody else did, and I think that would have been better in me, you know, learning new people and meeting new people and things like that. But anyways, yeah, so I lived off campus, and it's kind of, I think it's a little bit cheaper actually. I think, well, I don't really know, it may be cheaper, don't hold me to that. Some places it may be cheaper, some may not, but it may be cheaper, I don't know. But as far as that, man, it's kind of the same thing, you know. Living on or off campus is not really that big of a deal, but as far as roommates and things like that, it's very important to get to know your roommates. Make a group chat, so that way, say if you're not home, or say if you like, I don't know, forgot your keys or just did something that you need to get into the room, you know, you can text one of your roommates, see if they're actually in the dorm or in your room or whatever apartment place, and you know, they can just open the door and do just those type of things for you, because it's very important to get to know your roommates. Me personally, I didn't really communicate with my roommates that much, but it's not like I, you know, didn't like them or anything. I grew up, you know, I'm an only child, so I am just used to being by myself like all the time. So I didn't really want to, it's not that I didn't want to, I'm just used to, you know, being by myself. So I literally just did my own thing. You know, I would go in my room, study. Well, most of the time I wasn't even there, I was hanging out with my other friends, but I would just, you know, go in my room, like record YouTube videos, like things like that, just be by myself and do that. And you know, it's always good to get out your comfort zone. So I probably should, you know, hung out with, you know, them more or whatever, but it doesn't really matter, you know what I'm saying. I just decided to do me, and I ended up pretty good. But as long as you have that basic line of a group chat, you know, y'all don't have to be best buddies, you know what I'm saying, but as long as you have some type of communication with them, which enables you to, you know, get things that maybe you forgot or whatever, it's good to have that line of communication with them. As far as like appliances and like, you know, just splitting things when you first move in, because you may have to buy like basic things, or you may not even have to buy, you know, some people can bring it in. So say like you can have like a TV, y'all can get like a TV in your like living space area or whatever. You may need to buy like trash cans, you know, just small things, paper towels, stuff like that for the kitchen, all that, you know, small appliances, things like that. You know, you can split that up and, you know, just make it less of a hassle, and you can always buy stuff for yourself. You know, like say if it's food, if you want something to yourself, you can always buy that, write your name on it or do whatever, put it in the refrigerator and just let them know like, hey, this is mine. You know, I bought this for me. If you want some, you know, you can always ask, but you know, it's stuff like that. So just make sure you're open about everything. Say if you buy like some juice, y'all can be like, okay, y'all can share this juice. If y'all want some, just go ahead and get, you know, you don't have to ask. But if you want something specifically for yourself, you can, you know, let them know that, hey, I bought this kind of for me, but if you want some, just ask before you take it. Things like that, man. So it's just getting to know, like setting down the rules, like when you first get to the dorm is very important as well. So I think that's pretty much all I have on that. Next thing that I have is, this video, it's 15 minutes, golly, this is a long video. But I'm trying to get like everything. But food, which is basically like, I kind of touched on this already, but like having a meal plan, which is basically, you know, the on-campus eating hall or dining hall, whatever you want to call it, whatever y'all college calls it. Ours is called the dining hall. It's called the Commons, and we have a meal plan. And if you live on campus, a meal plan is required. But if you don't live on campus, it's not required, but you can still have one. So I think the meal plan is like 7 meals a week, I think. And they give you like a certain amount of dining dollars, and maybe like 500 or something, I don't remember. But yeah, you can get that. Me personally, I had the meal plan to where I had 75 swipes and 200 dining dollars, I think. So that's basically, you know, 75 swipes for the whole semester. So I can swipe in anytime, but I just have 75 to spread out throughout the whole semester. So that's really not a lot, although the first semester I did use all of them and it lasted me the whole semester. The second semester I only had 50 swipes, I believe, and I kind of ran out towards the end, but 75, it was good enough for me. And you know, it's very, our Commons is like one of the best in Georgia, something like that, man. I may have like a little thing over here that tells you, but it's like, I don't know, it's one of the top college dining halls in Georgia, something like that, man. But it's very good, honestly, and sometimes they have really good stuff. But if your dining hall is not that good and you know, you don't really like going there, you can always, you know, go to fast food places that are around. Of course, it's gonna cost you more money out of your pocket, but sometimes, you know, you just have to sacrifice, you know what I'm saying? But I did eat out a lot, and I didn't really cook because I don't know how to cook, and my roommates didn't really cook. But you know, I had a couple of friends that would cook sometimes. Well, honestly, we only cooked like twice. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I only had a cooked meal, let me see, probably only twice. A lot of times we went to like this Chinese place and ordered pizza and things like that. So this semester, man, I'm gonna try to like, I don't know, I'm not gonna cook, but I'm gonna try to have other people cook more, you know what I'm saying? So that way we can just, I don't know, we don't have to spend much money. And it's also honestly one of the best nights, well, not best nights, but one of the just the funnest nights that we had while I was like in college was when like me and a couple of our friends, well, my friends, we just went in, like we went to the grocery store, you know, brought some groceries for a dinner, and we all just, like one of our friends cooked, and we all just, you know, had like a little family dinner, things like that, man. So that was very fun. So y'all can do something like that, just split groceries, and you can have one person who knows how to cook, and y'all can just eat like that. So that's also a fun thing to do when like with your friends or whatever, and you're also eating at the same time, so it's not that bad. But yeah, that's one of the things that y'all can do. But as far as me, man, we just ate out like pretty much all the time, or just went to the Commons. So yeah, next thing that I have for you guys is relationships, you know, things like that. And so me personally, I really did not, well, not really, I did not talk to like any girls. Well, not, of course I had female friends, but I did not try to get in any type of relationships. I ain't try to have no, like, I ain't try to talk to multiple girls. Like, that's not the type of person, or that's not the type of dude that I am, you know what I'm saying? Me, I like to just have things come natural, you know what I'm saying? I just be chilling. I just was focusing on YouTube pretty much. I would go to class, go home, do YouTube, hang out with my friends. You know, I didn't really even want to like have any type of, well, it's not that I didn't want to, it's just that I wasn't going out looking for that, you know what I'm saying? But so I would suggest that, you know, all that stuff is, I can understand that when you get to college, you know, y'all wanna, well, the dudes may, like, y'all wanna talk to like multiple females, do all that, and you know, that's cool and all that good stuff. You know, some females may want to do that too. I'm just saying, for me personally, that's not what I was really focused on. But so I don't really have too much advice on that. I mean, it's really just a personal thing, you know. Y'all, you do whatever you want to do with your personal life, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really have any like advice or anything. Like I said, I'm just telling you my personal experience. I ain't really do none of that. If somebody comes that, you know, I vibe with and we can kick it, then that's cool or whatever. But as far as just looking out, you know, I'm not that type of person. So yeah, man, I don't know what to tell y'all about that. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Next topic is And this is the last thing, parties and like extra what they call it? I don't even know, man. I don't even know. I'm tripping right now. Anyways, but just parties and extracurricular. What is the word? I don't care no more. All right, I'm off that. Anyways, parties, stuff like that. Me personally, once again, I really didn't go to any parties, like any clubs, anything like that, just because I don't really like I don't know about y'all, but I don't really like being around a lot of people that I don't know, because I ain't got time to be going in like shootouts and things like that. I ain't got time for none of that. I'm not really trying to, you know, I just really don't like being around. Well, it's not like I don't like, I just rather not be around people that I don't know. I much rather prefer like kickbacks and like things like that, you know what I'm saying? So, because during a kickback, you know, it's more likely that you know, majority of the people that's there, you know what I'm saying? So that's mainly what I was into, you know, things like that. Like I said, I didn't really go to any clubs, but I just like to chill with my friends, you know what I'm saying? And y'all do whatever y'all want to do. But me personally, I just went to, you know, and it's not like I went frequently, you know what I'm saying? It's just every once in a while. Like, you don't have to like every weekend or every night, you know, you don't have to go out. And that's the thing, you have to learn how to like kind of pace yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like, do your schoolwork during the week, and like maybe Friday, Saturday. Well, really it's Thursday is when stuff starts popping off, because a lot of people don't have classes on Fridays. So Thursday night, probably y'all do something, you know, Friday you can do something, Saturday you can do something. Sunday is kind of like a chill day where you just kind of catch up on homework again or schoolwork, or just a chill day where you just stay at home, watch TV, watch Netflix, do things that you don't have time to do during the week, you know what I'm saying? So that's the time to do that. But as far as just, you know, going out every night, obviously I would not recommend that. Just kind of pace yourself. So I would say just focus on schoolwork throughout the week. Of course, you can do like extra things in that week. Like, say if y'all want to go, I don't know, say not a party, but say y'all just want to go, like, go explore, not explore, but just say you want to go out, you know, maybe y'all want to go out to eat, maybe y'all want to go like bowling or something. Like, y'all can do that. That's what I kind of did. We went to Dave & Buster's a couple of times and just like had fun, went to like bowling alleys, things like that. So we may have did some of that stuff during the week, but save all the party and all that extra stuff for like the weekends, like Thursday through Saturday. But I think that's pretty much all the tips that I have for you guys, man. This video is like 20 something minutes right now, so hopefully I tried to like get everything that I could think of, but hopefully these tips help you a little bit. And yeah, man, it's been such a great one. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If I didn't cover something that you would like to know, be sure to leave a comment so that way I can, you know, respond to it. But it's been such a great one. If you have any other questions, like I said, be sure to leave it in the comment section. But I'm out, man. Peace. Okay.